What up, MetaZoo maniacs and catching cryptids? Yes, the Bigfoot has arrived. So today's January 29, 2025, and here's some audio clips from 1 year ago, January 29th, when MetaZoo was considered dead.
I mean, honestly, MetaZoo is going to get bought up by someone else. The IP will get bought. I mean, it's clear as day. And say they don't? Well, shit. That means prices are going to crash, and we're going to get to open up a lot of cool shit. Yeah, it's a breakup, right? Who here hasn't had a girlfriend they broke up with, and we're like, even though the girlfriend was a piece of shit, it's still sad. You're just like, fuck. You remember all the good times, but something better always comes along. And then now you're probably with someone better. That's super amazing, right? That's what's happening with MetaZoo. Good things are awaiting us, I guarantee it.
Quite a few people are live streaming, like Trementic, Nick Strength the Pokemon, and myself. So I know I'm not the only one, but I felt like the bankruptcy and Mike Waddell releasing that letter on January 29th and MetaZoo being officially dead, January 29, 2024, was the greatest thing that could have happened. We got rid of the old management. It was done. It was over, finally. The bad relationship was over. It was only a matter of time before we found something better, or something better found us, and that's where we're at right now. And in 2 months from right now, the new MetaZoo set will be out, and it's going to be absolutely bonkers. Anyways, let's jump into this week's auctions that blew my mind. And first, we're going to start with the Sinkhole Sam Alternate Art Cryptid Camera Superfractor 101 from MetaZoo Topps Chrome PSA 10. Now, I don't know how I missed this. This should have been in a video from like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, on January 11, 2025, sold for best offer accepted $2,000 American. And if you want a steal of a deal, holy moly, look at this. Kickstarter spellbook sold for $39. Buy it now. I'm not sure what happened here. If you bought this, please comment below when you receive this and let me know if this was legit or not. If this was actually a sealed Kickstarter spellbook. And if you sold this, well, now you have $39 to buy a whole bunch of Kleenex with. Next, we have January 23rd, 2025. First edition Crypto Nation booster box sold for $137.50 in auction. On January 24th, 2025. First edition Full Hollow Mothman PSA 10 sold for $199.57 in auction. And on January 26th, we had a Full Hollow Mothman Crypto Nation First Edition PSA 10 sold for $192.50 in auction. Next, we have a Nightfall Collecticon promo pack sold for $27 in auction. We have the Disclosure Files 2 sealed promo pack sold for $20 in auction. Been seeing a lot of these pulled on the Whatnot quote streams lately. So we have the Insanely Crazy Jersey Devil Black Friday promo pack promo. PSA 10 sold for $175.49. I have a feeling that's going to go down because there's a lot of these coming out on the Whatnot streams that are going to get graded eventually. Next, we have the Influencer Medal PSA 10 sold for $181.50. There's a lot of these in the inventory, and a lot of these are being sold for pretty cheap on the Whatnot quote stream. Literally less than $50, maybe even less than $40 these cards are going for. So it'll be interesting to see how many of them get graded and how much the population report changes on the PSA 10s. All I could say is once upon a time, actually right now, at PSA there's only 14 of these graded, but in the inventory list there's over 1,100. So these were a very rare card to find, but is Quote gonna eventually auction off all 1,000 or 1,100 of these cards? If they do, I wonder how this price is going to change. Next, from Australia, we have a whole bunch of partner stamped. And when I say partner stamped, it says partner down here. Well, it's hard to see on this card. But the native Fusion Aura. So here's the Magma Fusion Aura, sold for $28.41 in auction. Then we got the Sacrificial Stone Partner Aura, sold for $41.67 American. Then we have the Sylvan Mud Fusion Aura with the partner stamp, sold for $44.20 American. And if you want to see, there, you can see the partner stamp right down there. I have no idea how rare these are to get them with the partner stamp. Zero clue, so if someone could comment below. I'm not too familiar with these. And then we have the Unearthly Stratum Fusion Aura with the partner stamp, sold for $44.20 American. Imagine there was a game show in the future and they were like, name all the different fusion auras from Native. Can anyone name them all without like writing on the answers on your hand or cheating? Like, can you actually memorize them all? I can't. Here we have a Native booster box sold for $92 in auction. Here we have a Kickstarter Growth PSA 10 sold for $42.54 in auction. Hodag from Hero Quest, PSA 10. Let's take a look. That's absolutely awesome. One bid, sold for $49 American. Here we have a Kickstarter pack, like the Kickstarter Blister. So you get the pack, Babe the Blue Ox, the Mothman promo card, and the coin. Let's just take a look. Sold in auction for $128.50. Next we have Babe the Blue Ox, Gold Refractor, MetaZoo Topps Chrome, serialized out of 50, sold for $41 in auction. The Metal Man of Alabama has been pretty popular lately, especially with the new Metal Man of Alabama artwork revealed for the new MetaZoo. So this is a cryptid camera, black refractor, so serialized out of 5. Let's see, what number out of 5 is it? Ooh, and it's number 1 out of 5. Sold for $237.50 in auction. Let's just take a look at that. Absolutely awesome artwork. Here's a card we knew was going to dip in value because there's well over 1,000 of these in the inventory. And they're selling for super cheap on Quote. So the Content Creator Medal. I remember when this was worth a ton of money. It's Beckett BGS 9, Mint 9. Sold for $47 in auction. Here's another card that is on the inventory list that there's several hundreds of copies, like near 1,000, maybe over 1,000 copies. But is Quote gonna give these away? You know, when people get their orders messed up? Or are they gonna sell all of them? I don't know, but Loveland Frogman MetaZoo Supporter Medal, $69 in auction. I do like the title up here. Rare HTF, hard to find. Just wait a little bit. They'll be up on Quote. I guarantee they're going to be auctioning those off within the next month or so. Here we have a Kickstarter Full Hollow Unending Fire Crystal, PSA 10, so for $66.01 American. Next we have Chupacabra Full Hollow Kickstarter PSA 10, so for $81.01 American. Here we have 6 of the MetaZoo eBay UFO metal lunchbox tins in a case. All 6 sold for $102.50 in auction. Here we have MetaZoo Topps Chrome Battle Card, Hodag versus Slide Rock Bolter, green refractor, serialized out of 99, number 7 out of 99. Only $23.50. Steal of a deal. Doesn't matter what it grades. So we got Pristine Snipe, CGC, only $15.50 in auction. Next we have an unscratched Bigfoot Revive promo card. Revive Skateboards, PSA 10. $62 in auction. And then we have the Piazza Bird unscratched promo card from Revive Skateboards, PSA 10, sold for $51 in auction. Here's an interesting one because Puckwudgie is gaining some popularity due to the new artwork. Puckwudgie MetaZoo Topps Chrome Green Refractor, serialized 69 out of 99. PSA 9 sold for $57 in auction. I have a feeling the fact that it's 69 out of 99 helped that price a bit. Oh, the legendary Choco Cat, PSA 10, only $83.99 in auction. That's wild how far down that's gone in value. And next we have Unicorn from the M2P2 Energy Box or whatever. PSA 10 sold for $47 only in auction. Next we have a Pristine 10 Prism Aura from CGC, only $24.49 in auction. Next we have Wendigo Full Hollow from Nightfall. Perhaps the second best card you could pull out of a Nightfall box. PSA 10, only $26. I'm sorry, that's a steal of a deal. And then we have a Pristine 10 Bigfoot, first edition Wilderness, $15 in auction. And here's a steal of a deal. This would just be a cool slab to have. A Perfect 10 Bigfoot from CGC, sold for only $16.50. I mean, yes, these are a dime a dozen, these cards, but it's not that easy to pull out of a box. But to have a slab that says Perfect 10 and it's Bigfoot, that's absolutely awesome. So whoever picked this up for $16.50, absolute steal of a deal. Next we have Black Mass, the playtester card. What is this, Diamond Grading or whatever? Gemmin 10. Actually, let's just take a look at the picture here. Always nice to see. Everyone's having a good time. Sold for $64.99 in auction. And then we have Black Mass from the Revive Skateboard promos. PSA 10, so for $157.50. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Oh, I guess they're done having fun. They must have bled out already. So yeah, I guess the party's over. Hey, it's a Sam Sinclair supporter medals, autographed by Argos, no less. Crazy. Yeah, there's a ton of these in the inventory that are going to get auctioned off eventually as well. I think like over 800. The Diamond DSG Grading or whatever. Only $30.75. Here's another supporter medal that's going to flood the market eventually. The bronze supporter medal, $32 in auction. Next we have Sam Sinclair, PSA 10, first edition, so not Kickstarter. Sold for $27 in auction. Why am I showing this one? Because there always been nostalgia for me, because this was sold by Nick Strength and Pokemon. Over 2 years ago, I bought this exact same card, not the exact same serial number, but a first edition, not Kickstarter, Sam Sinclair PSA 10. I bought one over 2 years ago from Nick Strength and Pokemon on eBay for $185. So to see it going for $27 is just making me laugh. Here's a steal of a deal. So we have the Topps Chrome Mothman Refractor PSA 10, $59.77 in auction. Here we have a Kryptonation First Edition Booster Box box topper, sold for $38. Is that a good deal, bad deal? I don't know. Next we have the Ding Bell from Caster's Cup promo card, PSA 9, sold for $62 in auction. Very cool. I believe that's the same artwork that was for the Ding Bell sample card. Next we have another native booster box that sold for $81 in auction, and another one that sold for $79 in auction. Next we have the Mothman promo card, Mothman to Arms, King of Spades, PSA 10, sold for $102.51 in auction. Next we have MetaZoo Topps Chrome Sewer Alligator, Gold Refractor serialized out of 50, PSA 10, sold for $51 in auction. Next we have the Dim Mak Mothman, PSA 10, sold for $35 in auction. This one's interesting. I don't understand how they titled this. They put PSA 8, and then at the end they put PSA 10. It's just Black Aggie. It is a PSA 10. It sold for $16.50, one bid. Just a really weird listing. I'm not sure what they were doing there. And same with this Dim Mak Mothman. Like, what is this? X3 PSA, X1 PSA. Like, what the heck were they doing in the title here? Next we have Jersey Devil Full Hollow Kickstarter PSA 10, sold for $212.51 in auction. And then we have Loveline Frogman Kickstarter Full Hollow PCG Pristine 10. So there's your subgrades. Sold for $200 in auction. So I mean, obviously the fact that it was graded by PCG that hurt the value big time. I mean, that's a pristine 10. Loveline Frogman Kickstarter Full Hollow sold for less than Jersey Devil. Next we have Kickstarter Full Hollow Piazza Bird PSA 10, sold for $208 in auction. Here we have a Kickstarter Reverse Hollow Mothman PSA 10, sold for $256 in auction. And we got a Chupacabra Full Hollow Kickstarter PSA 10, sold for $128.50 in auction. And this is what happens when you grade a Loveline Frogman Kickstarter Full Hollow with PSA compared to PCG. So the other one sold for $200. As you can see here, as a PSA 10, sold for $344.99 in auction. Okay, now we're on to some sample cards. So we got a sample Eternal Snowflake PSA 9, sold for $148.50 in auction. Here we have a Tizerac PSA 8, absolutely beautiful sample card. Like, I know Tizerac's not the most popular, but it looks really good. PSA 8 sold for only $179.50 in auction. I love that it says condition graded PSA 9, but it's a PSA 8. Next we have a Kushtaka sample card PSA 9, sold for $202.50 in auction. Blood Ruby, but as a sample card it's called Dark Crystal. PSA 9 sold for $202.50 in auction. Next we have Death Beam sample card PSA 9, sold for $255 in auction. Then we have Fresno Nightcrawlers, definitely moving up the ranks here. PSA 9 sample card sold for $380.69 in auction. Next we have a sample Forest Gods Amber PSA 9 sample card, $189.50 in auction. Now here's a sweet card to add to your collection. We got the Van Meter Visitor sample card PSA 9. Let's just take a look. That is nice. Sold for $385.69 in auction. Now here's a card you never see, or you don't see every day. Pretty rare. It is a Top 8, so it's stamped Top 8 Caster's Cup promo card PSA 9, sold for $360 in auction. And here's what I consider the absolute monster of the week, not in price, but in just, you know, you just never see these. It's a raw Collecticon stamped Nightfall Mothman that in my opinion has no chance at a PSA 10 just based on the centering alone. $226.50 in auction. But yeah, I mean, even if this grades a PSA 8 at worst case scenario, still a pretty sweet and pretty rare Mothman card to own. My big question is, when am I going to start making videos when the eBay sales include people flipping a lot of the product they're getting from Quote. And some examples of what I'm talking about are, like, say, the uncut sheets that you would see on the Whatnot streams that are popping up on eBay now. Not many people will know what these really sold for on Whatnot, but then again, there's a ton of uncut sheets probably yet to come that are going to be full hollow. So sheets like this, I wonder what offer would you make? And here's another example right here, another example right here. And then promo cards like this, I mean, there's going to be a ton of them eventually on the market from the Quote Whatnot streams. Just give it time. But then we got Sam Sinclair. That's from the Streamer Kit promos. Once thought never to exist, now they're going to be flooding the market eventually. Even this Mothman Festival card. I mean, I've seen it sold on Whatnot for, what, $81 or less? I mean, these used to be such coveted grails, but as we all saw on the inventory sheet, there's well over 600 of these that still have not been released into circulation yet. And then we have the Black Friday promo packs. I mean, there's a ton of them at Quote, and they seem to be loaded with Bigfoot and Sam Sinclair cards. So will this get a bid for $80? There's no chance in hell that it will. Zero chance. Then we have the Rat King promo. Oh my goodness, the Rat King promo. Selling for $50 if it's lucky. And there's people getting these for free in their messed up orders. So if you bought a case of the 24 seance blisters, like multiple cases, there's people that are getting Rat King promos in those orders for free as a way of, quote, apologizing for messing up the order, because they were sending out only one blister instead of the 24. But I guarantee there's people watching this video that have received this card for free. So the Rat King promo, I mean, still a sweet card to have. It's just its value is dropping faster than probably any MetaZoo card right now. And there's a ton of these cards that exist. They're not all out on the market yet, but they're coming. We got Dingbell's birthday, or the birthday promo. Check it out. Kind of like the birthday Pikachu from Pokemon a long time ago. Really cool card. I mean, I hope they get all these promo cards. And the last item I want to end on in this video is at Nathan Made It 2022. Check this out. Boom. One of one. Red ink and blue ink. Gilded. Looks like it's gilded on the border. Artist sketch cards. Pretty cool, pretty unique. Just thought I'd show that on here. I mean, it's not an official MetaZoo product or anything, but pretty cool. I don't know if you'd bid $350, but yeah, let me know what you think of that. I wonder if in the future MetaZoo is going to have like artist sketch cards that you could pull randomly out of packs. Like it's like one in every 10 boxes or 10 cases, like super rare insert cards. Marvel does it. Let me know if you're buying stuff on Quote, the Whatnot streams, or if you're just going to wait for everyone to flip them onto eBay, because there's going to be a lot being flipped. I guarantee within the next month there's going to be a lot of stuff being flipped. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because like myself, I don't have time to be on Whatnot 24/7 all day, every day. So some of the cards like Andy's Chaos Crystal, I saw that on eBay for a bit. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's sold or not. I can't find it. But it was listed at one point, and I wouldn't mind having an Andy's Chaos Crystal. But eventually I do want that Mothman Festival promo card. I do want the birthday Dingbell. Like there's a lot of them, so I am excited. A lot of people are picking up all the stuff on Whatnot and Quote, and hopefully they do flip quite a bit of the stuff onto eBay so I can get some of it too. But hopefully it's in auction, because I'm not going to pay double or triple the prices. There's no way. Not when there's literally hundreds of copies of each of these cards. Thank you Catching Cryptids, TMX, and Elvis for my amazing opening credits. But anyways, let me know what you think. Comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.